Now, Duke would eventually attend Horace Mann Junior High School, which was a breeding ground for squabbles. Now, different hoods like the 60s, the 90s.
That nigga said it was a breeding ground for squabbles, nigga. That lead me to believe that, nigga, everybody went to school over there was a squabbler. See, like somebody like me, gang, I can't fight. You know, I be boxing and things of that nature right now. I can't wait to test it out on a nigga. Hopefully I can test it out on somebody who can't fight either, you feel me? But like, somebody like me, gang, I wouldn't even last it over there. That nigga said it was a, nigga, that wasn't no school, nigga, that was a chain gang. Nigga said it was a breathing ground for squabblers. YouTube! What's that deal? What y'all on, man? What's happening with y'all, man? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to another video. I go by Don. If it's your first time tapping in with the kid, make sure you tap in with the kid. You smell me? Anyway, we back on the second reaction channel, man. Shout out to the second reaction channel squad, man. Y'all know I got a lot of love for y'all, nigga. Know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know how much love I got for y'all. I got a whole heat, nigga. I got a lot, man. Anyway, we back, bro. We back in Cali. You know what I'm saying? I think we in Cali. We talking about a rolling 60s CRIP, bro. Let me go and knock this out. You feel me? Like, they say he knocked out enemies and killed, but he was killed by a snitch, man. We talking about baby Duke. Nigga name Duke. We already know he a killer. So, hey, man, let's get into it, man. Let's tap into it, man. Y'all know where we going with it, man. Like, hype, comment, subscribe, man. Also, subscribe to my dog, man. Boys in the Hood TV. Get my dog to a honey bun. Y'all know he deserve it. Let's get it. Gang.
Welcome to Boys in the Hood TV. Today, we're going to be discussing the story of baby Duke, known as the Squabble King from the rolling 60s. Now, Brian Buchanan, a.k.a. Baby Duke, was a reputable member of the 60s ever since his teen years. Now, he was born in 1976 in the Hyde Park area. Now, early on, he would witness his family and friends lose their lives by either being affiliated or being actual members. Now, Duke would eventually attend Horace Mann Junior High School, which was a breeding ground for squabbles. Now, different hoods like the 60s, the 90s.
That nigga said it was a breeding ground for squabbles, nigga. That lead me to believe that, nigga, everybody went to school over there was a squabbler. See, like somebody like me, gang, I can't fight. You know, I be boxing and things of that nature right now. I can't wait to test it out on a nigga. Hopefully I can test it out on somebody who can't fight either, you feel me? But like, somebody like me, gang, I wouldn't even last it over there. That nigga said it was a, nigga, that wasn't no school, nigga, that was a chain gang. Nigga said it was a breathing ground for squabblers.
9 O's and the 8 trays all went here. And if you had never been into a fight in your life, this would be the school where you would get your first fade. Now, it was said that Duke was a menace at Horace, even stealing another kid's Levi jean coat and then wearing it the next day in front of the same kid who he stole the jeans from.
Oh,
now,
he
by
would
the
like
time
that.
he hit high school,
he would like
baby
that.
Duke would be put onto the hood, and he would be repping the 6 O's super hard at Crenshaw High School. Now, although he was gangbanging, Duke was still book smart and made sure he still attended classes. But like a lot of students, his tendency to run the streets will cause him to go into continuation school for the remainder of his high school term. Now, in his younger years as a 60 member, he looked up to some of the older homies like Lil Bam from 6-0, who also took a liking to Duke due to his squabbles. But Big Duke and Bo D from the 60s would give baby Duke his name. Now, in 1988, Duke would have his first baby girl named Sheree with his high school girlfriend. Now, being a father at his early age was a very hard thing, especially being a teenager and not having any real income. So this would leave baby Duke to hustling in the streets. Now, the rolling 60s were known for having certain places in the hood that they would go to fight, and they would call them Thunderdomes. Now, one of the most well-known areas was the 54th Street Elementary School, which set right in the 60s neighborhood. Now, most of the time they went up there to play basketball and different things like that, but for the most part, it was where everybody would run fades and handle DPs at. And this is where baby Duke will earn a lot of respect from his fellow 60.
Hey, like the whole DP thing, right? And I dig it, bro. It's gang banging culture, bro. It's really not my culture, so I know y'all can think like, well, why are you even speaking on it? But I just don't understand like being disciplined by just a bunch of niggas, bro. You feel me, like, bro? Like what? Like I can see if it was like, okay, all the OGs, you know what I'm saying? You get out of line, the OGs put you back in line, but like let me know in the chat, right? How do a DP work? Is it like the whole gang get on your ass, or who's ever there at the time, like, or whoever, like how does it work? Because I know a DP mean that, you know what I'm saying, disciplinary performance or something like that, right? But cause I know if you got 60s rolling 60s there, all 60 of them gonna get on your ass, bro. Oh! Hell no, I just can't see it, bro. But hey, more power to him though.
Members and get his squabble game up. But not long after, Duke's tendency to fight would land him into trouble with the law and get him a short stint at juvie. Now once he finally got out, Duke had become even more crafty with his hands. Now by the early 90s, during a friendly game of football with the 40s, a 16-year-old baby Duke was said to get into an altercation with another man from the hood, and he would punch this dude so hard in his mouth, his tooth would go flying in the air.
Woo.
Now, baby Duke was also known for kicking it and hanging out with a lot of older OGs from the hood, especially the tiny lokes from the turf. This is where Duke picked up that old school fighting mentality. Now, when it come to running fades, there was no age limit to who Duke would fight. It was said that he would even fight dudes that was 2 times his size and didn't back down an inch. He was just one of those young dudes that loved to fight no matter who it was against. Now, he not only inherited the old school fight mentality, but he kept the old school CRIP appearance up, like rocking the khakis with his flag. As most would call him, he was a young G with an old soul. Now, over the next several years, Duke would be hustling in the streets to take care of his family. Now, when it comes to hustling out here to try to make ends meet, Duke would find himself in and out of jail on different various charges. Now, around 95, Duke would take a major loss when his homie, Bo D from the 60s, would be killed by members of the Pyrus at a death row party at the El Rey Theater.
He came, allegedly, he was on the DJ's guest list. DJ Quick was having this big problem with MC8 at the time. Quick had just got off stage performing, and they were walking by, and he was just hollering at him and, started pointing at Quick and disrespecting Quick. And then the melee started. That nigga on Bloods, nigga on woo woo woo, nigga on Crip, nigga woo woo woo. And it was just... It happened like that.
Now, Duke would eventually go on to have another baby girl by the name of Maya, adding to his family. Now, around the same time, he would make it official with his high school sweetheart, Misha, and ask her to marry him. Now, during Duke's wedding, Duke made sure he stayed G'd up and repping the 60s.
Man, look at that nigga, bruh. Long live Big Duke, man. Look at him, though. Duke got that Duke like on the hood. You feel? Look at him, bro. I know that's a Yankees hat he got on, repping the 60s for sure, man. With the white tux, man, with the blue vest, man, and the blue bow tie, man. That boy crippin'. Boy crippin' for real, bro. That boy crippin' at his wedding. I can't believe Shawty mad him like that. She must be like that too then. Duke probably said, look, the only way I'm gonna marry you if you respect that crippin'. You feel me? If you can't respect that crippin', then shawty, we can't get married. You know what I mean? And you wanna know what I mean by respect that crippin'? I'm crip walking down the aisle, nigga. No, man, respect that crippin', nigga, for sure.
Rocking his blue NY Yankees fitted hat during the entire wedding.
Yay.
Now, throughout the hood, Duke would become somewhat of a hood star, riding around in his 96 Impala. Now, although he did love his hood, he definitely loved his family much more.
Who the hell is this? Man, I ain't gonna count, bro. Y'all solicitors, bro, or whatever y'all call y'all, bro. Hey, man, that gotta be the hardest job in the world, man, cause you really just finna aggravate somebody who really don't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? That who that was. Like, you know, the folk who knock on your door. Hey, do you wanna get this alarm system? Nigga, no! Oh! Hell away from my door, man. Begging this, man. If I wanna, man, bro, nigga, I see my roof need done just like you. I already got somebody doing it. I'm in here talking about Duke, nigga, man. Hey.
Or especially his oldest daughter, who he was very protective of, even the night of her prom. But of course, in any hood, there's always going to be a lot going on. But Duke was one of those G's that believed in loyalty and respect more than anything.
For sure.
Now, at the time, rumors had been floating around the hood that one of the homies from the set had some smut on their name, and they had been talking to the police. So Duke, being who he was, somebody that was always frontlining, he wanted to press the issue and see what was really going on. On February 6, 2007, at around 2 a.m., baby Duke would pull up on 11th Ave in the hood. Now, outside was a few homies from the 60s, including the alleged snitch. Now, as we all know, Duke loved to squabble more than anything before he'd ever pull out a gun. Now, being the G that Duke was, he hopped out, approached the alleged snitch, and had a brief conversation with him. Now, it was not exactly clear on what words were exchanged between Duke and his other 60 member, but it was enough to piss this person off. And as Duke turned his back after the conversation, that's when the other 60 member, he pulled out a strap and opened fire.
He had to. He knew Duke was gonna kill him, bro. Not kill him like literally, but he knew he was gonna squabble him down. Like, niggas ain't trying to squabble, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially a squabbler. Yeah, dig. But the 60s, boy. But y'all don't play about that snitch, do you? Like, shout out my dog Nip, bro. Shout out Hustle Man. But hey, that why Hustle Man lost his life, man. You know, like, Nip died calling old boy a rat, right? Y'all don't play about that rat junk, bro. They call you a rat, but that like saying if your mama ain't there, my boy. Oh. Damn, bro. You couldn't just squabble him down, though. You gotta kill him.
Duke would be hit multiple times in his back before hitting the pavement. Immediately, everybody would break out and take off running. Police and EMTs would arrive shortly after, and they would immediately rush Duke to a nearby hospital. But sadly, hours later, Brian Buchanan, a.k.a. Baby Duke, would die at the age of 31 from his injuries. I would like to thank everybody for tapping in, and I'll see y'all next time.
Like, bro, I wonder, like, when people do that, right? Say, like, because he didn't die right off the muscle, so I wonder, was he conscious enough to even think to himself, like, man, I should have just let him be a rat. I shouldn't even call him no rat. You know what I'm saying? I wonder, did Nip feel like he shouldn't even call old boy no rat? Because, like, you call him a rat, bro, and then they take your life, bro. That's crazy as hell, bro. That's sad, really. Long live Big Duke, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I love a cool squabbler, man. You know what I'm saying? But when you known for squabbling, bro, like, normally if you known for squabbling, you known for fighting, you ain't lost too many fights, bro. You probably lost a few when you first started fighting, but you done mastered fighting. And they call him King Squabbler from 6-0. That mean he know where to hit you at. He know how to hit you to make you fall. He know how to hit you to make you hurt, boy. And everybody ain't trying to feel nothing, boy. Everybody won't feel no pain, boy. Man. Nigga hit you so hard, boy, you be like. I like that sound effect. I ain't gonna count. Anyway, though, Mark, let me know how y'all feel about them no folk in the comment section down below, man. Long live Lil Duke. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody fighting. Niggas been stop fighting for sure. You dig? But yeah, we gonna tap in with y'all in a minute, though. Mark, life and no life. Mark, when come at OT and get it out the mud every single day. I love y'all. Sub up. You feel me? Ring the bell, hit also your these bangers. Second reaction squad, man. Y'all know we ain't going nowhere but up. We up. Up like gas prices, no cap. Let's get it. Gang. You know we got the streets, nigga. We got the trap too. I say my trap doing numbers. I just bust another jewel. Got a player around the corner. Hey. I say my trap doing numbers like that 05 summer. Got a quarter pound on me. Hey. The trap doing numbers.